Well, let's move into my main topic. My main topic was brought on by you.
Uh-huh.
So, I had the pleasure, or not so much pleasure, of picking up one of your guitars the other day.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I've ever felt guitar strings in a guitar neck so grimy. I mean, I realized you'd played a gig and you hadn't had time to clean anything or do anything like that. But also, you are not the person that is the most apt to go change your strings.
Right.
My main topic is please go change your strings. I don't care what the last time you changed your strings. Just go change your strings again. Because they are atrocious so many times. What is it about changing strings that we don't like to do? I changed my strings the other day and they were gross too.
Yeah.
I mean, they were gross. I'd played like 4 gigs on them or something and they were nasty. And I didn't feel like I was sweating that much. It wasn't, anything crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I need to change strings way more often than what I do.
4 gigs, that's like hardly nothing for me.
I know. I'm fully aware.
Yeah.
So what's
If I change them within 3 months, that's pretty good.
Yeah, gosh.
I'm telling you right now, like 6 months is pretty average.
And you're using regular strings.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is there a thought process behind that? Or is it just I haven't had time, haven't got to it? What's the deal with it?
It's a mixture of I'm lazy and I don't think about it until I'm going to play a gig and I'm like, man, I really should have changed these strings. And then like I get done with the gig, put it in the case, and then I'll practice. I'm like, man, I need to make time to change these strings. Put it in the case. Oh, time for the gig again.
Oh my
man,
gosh.
I knew I should have changed these strings. You know what I mean? Like it just never stops. I mean, right now I've got a lot of home projects, so I just haven't been playing as much. But yeah, usually it's just me being lazy and not making the time for it.
Yeah.
That's the hardest part. Maybe I need to work on my time management skills. Don't tell my boss.
Yeah, I changed my strings on 2 guitars the other day, and both of them were gross. Both of them had the divots. And I was like, why am I not changing these? I mean, it didn't take me long.
Right.
There's like a sweet spot with them too. Like, I don't like brand new strings. And I think somewhere subconsciously I know too, when I change these strings, I'm not going to like it as much. Do you get some of that?
No. I love new strings because it never happens. It's like, ooh, a new car,
Right.
I don't know. I just recently cleaned my SG because it was nasty and put new strings on it. I'm like, man, I forgot how good this guitar can be. You know what I mean?
That's a whole nother thing too. Your guitar completely comes back to life.
Oh, complete. I'm like, man, I thought it was dull and sounded terrible. And I'm like, wait, no, that's just the string that's been on there for a year. So I was just like, oh my gosh, this is a great SG,
Yeah.
I don't know. I've got no excuse other than I'm lazy. I don't make time for it. And honestly, this is going to sound terrible, but I'm really cheap. And if I can save those strings until it breaks.
You
so
never
I don't
break a string. You never break a string.
I do break quite a bit of strings.
Oh, okay.
So if I can save it until it breaks, that way I'm saving that extra $20 a year.
$3.
$50 probably in the year. Let's be honest, with acoustics. It might be more than that. It might be $100. Anyways, if I can save a couple extra dollars, that's honestly probably where it lies. Besides the laziness.
Yeah, because your electric costs you like $3 to change.
No.
5?
Like 8.
For Ernie Ball regular Slinkies?
I don't buy them all at once because that's too much money all at once.
Yeah, maybe that's a trick.
I
right?
need to buy a bundle. That's what I need to do.
Yeah. I usually buy them 3 at a time.
Yeah, I don't know. But change your strings, unlike me.
It's one of those things you don't realize you need it until you do it, and then you're like, I should have done this more
A
often.
long time ago. Yep.
Yeah. So go out, even if your guitar, you don't necessarily think it needs them, go change your strings
Yeah.
and just
Don't be a Colin.
come back to it. Because my guitars, the strings I didn't think were that bad. I picked up your guitar, and I could tell your strings were bad.
Yeah.
But I picked up my guitars, and I was like, oh, they probably could be okay for a while. I changed the strings. I was like, this is a new guitar.
Right.
I mean, also, there's a whole thing with trying all kinds of different strings, which is fun. But that's another subject for another day.
Yep.
Anyway, we'll see you guys next week. Have a great Thanksgiving.
See ya.